Okay. Okay, I'm having problems. I'm getting an error message. Getting an error message across my screen, my live screen. It says error. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, I don't know what's wrong. Let me refresh it. Let me refresh it. Bear with me, please. Always, oh, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, I hope everything is good, but I'm still getting this error message, so I don't know what's wrong. Hope everything is working okay. I'm 1 minute in. Good morning to everybody. Afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be. What is this? This won't be too long, and I almost feel guilty about this subject because all of these large dogs should be banned. This is a German Shepherd. Y'all remember this story. German Shepherds should be banned as well. But we need to start somewhere. And there's no reason why we can't start with bully breeds. Seeing as nobody can deny that it's what they were bred for. They were bred to fight, to attack. That is ridiculous. For that to be a fact, and for them to be out here just like all the other dogs, that is ridiculous. That's far overboard. I mean, you're doing a lot more than pushing the envelope with that one. And they are promoted as being more harmless than other breeds. They get more promotion. And they're always promoted as harmless. So they get more promotion as harmless, even though they are the most dangerous and produce the most lopsided statistics, easily, of all breeds. Now, I hope you follow me on Twitter, because here on YouTube, I cannot share certain things with you. You can see them on Twitter. But warning, a lot of it is graphic. A lot of it is graphic. And it is these types of videos that we need to see. Why keep it in the imagination? We're supposed to know what these things can do to us. If it bites somebody, I want to see the bite, no matter how big the hole. Don't blur it out. Don't tell me I can't see. With this, you're telling me to acquire one of these things and bring it into my home and treat it like a human being. But you don't want me to see what it does to you, to people, to human flesh. That's a problem. That's a major red flag. So all of these large mutants, they violate our laws, our endangerment laws. Now, a lot of you will argue in defense of other large dogs as long as they're not bully breeds. Which is crazy to me. When these other large dogs, a lot of times, are bigger than bully breeds. Great Danes are bully breeds, if I'm not mistaken. Saint Bernards, I don't think those are bully breeds. They kill. They're huge. How could they not? Doberman pinchers. These are dangerous dogs. Very dangerous dogs. And they should be viewed and dealt with the same way as bully breeds. Even though they were not specifically bred for fighting. Even though I think maybe German Shepherds were. I don't know the history of German Shepherds. But they gotta go, man. There's a reason why police departments use German Shepherds. And tend to not use bully breeds. Because bully breeds are too much, too likely to turn on them. They don't trust the bully breeds. Don't trust them. They view them as a little more dangerous than German Shepherds. But make no mistake, there are certain behaviors that bully breeds display that are not generally seen with other breeds. And I hate to make the distinction, but it's there. I can't deny it. Now, y'all remember this video here where this woman, who's a very dangerous woman, a serious threat to the whole community, and terrorizing everybody on the block, and people had to call the police on her, and the animal control showed up, and the police department, and they allowed her to put the dog in the van, and she couldn't even control it from the house to the van. Okay, it actually attacked a police officer, and it just bit him, bit a hole through his pants. That fast. Right there, it bit a hole in his pants. However, I believe that when bully breeds, when they lock in on an attack or a victim, it's harder to get them to stop. It's harder to get them to just stop attacking. This German Shepherd stopped. New at 11, Elk Grove City officials. That behavior there is very similar to lions. Quite often lions, they just get into scuffles. And they just want to exercise dominance and get the other cat to submit. Not all aggression is unnatural. You see, most predators just want to establish dominance because they understand that fighting is dangerous and you could die, you could sustain injuries where you can't hunt, stuff like that. So they literally made bully breeds retarded almost, where they had just no concern for their well-being at all. That's why when bully breeds are in attack mode, they can get damaged and injured severely by whatever it's attacking, and they'll just keep coming back for more. I'm sure y'all have noticed that. They could take a horse foot right to the face and fly through the air. They'll land and come right back for more. Even if they get rejected multiple times, they're so locked into the attack, they can't stop. It's very bizarre to watch. Very bizarre to watch. And it is very irresponsible to project this thing as a pet. As anything other than a threat is irresponsible. Man, what is going on with this guy's hairline? I'm sorry. His barber messed him up bad. Messed him up bad. Now, what is this? Yeah. So this is the aggression, the difference in aggression. You know, bully breed, they spaz out. Now on Twitter, I shared a video that I want to share here. Not the whole thing, but this video got under my skin, and it's still under my skin. Right? Wait, what is this? Okay, let me find it. Where is it? Right here. Where is this? No. Right here. Okay, sensitive content. So I'm not going to show this whole thing. That's why I couldn't find it. I'm not going to show the whole thing because she gets attacked in this video. Well, wait a minute. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Man, I hope y'all can see this. The screen is kind of flat. Even though I got it full screen, it's still like 0.5%. Hope y'all can see this. So the dog has not attacked her at all. It's jumping up, trying to get her dog. She has picked her dog up. She's trying to protect her dog from this bully breed. And I want to refer to them as bully breeds. Now let me rewind this a little bit just so y'all can see exactly where this dog was when this video started. You see that mutt right here? Y'all see that? Look at how far away it is. Look at all the distance. Look at the distance it had to travel. So you can scratch territory aggression off the list as one of the reasons why they attack. This had nothing to do with territory aggression. This is not possessive aggression. Okay? Obviously. This is not aggression in response to fear. There's no way to argue that you're afraid of something that you run a great distance to attack. And you really want to try to project that as violence exhibited only in response to what it perceived as a threat. So it's basically like a self-defense type of attack. That's what they imply, you know. Oh, it attacked out of fear. So like a self-defense type of thing. There's no way you can argue that. These things run great distances. Now, what type of aggression is this? This type of aggression is not really covered in their rhetoric. It's not even predatory aggression when the target is not even moving. You know how they say, you know, the prey usually moves quickly, and that the quick movement grabs the dog's attention. That's baloney. You see here, these both targets, the targets are standing still. Now we saw the same thing with that guy sitting on the scooter. He was motionless. He was motion. It was like he was reading something. You know how you freeze up, sort of like this lady. This ain't the predatory aggression that they talk about. No, it is not. No, this is different. There's no moving target. The only thing moving is the dog. So there's a lot that they haven't even attempted to explain when it comes to their aggression in these different attacks. So you don't see any of their rhetoric on film right here. This is bloodthirst. There's no other way to describe this. And they do the same thing when they attack children. Okay, now watch. Watch this. Hope that sound is not. Let me turn that down. Yeah, it's jumping up, trying to get the dog. Okay, she's trying her best to keep the dog away. She actually dumps the dog over this like balcony or I don't know what that is. Like a porch, maybe a little fence there. And look at that bully breed going crazy. And this thing is just going crazy and can't stop. That's what we're talking about. These dog or pit nutters want to show us videos and photos of this thing when it's not behaving that way, as if it matters. It's all about how they function when they decide to attack. You see, now this is the sensitive portion of this video. I'm going to skip over that because the dog latches onto her arm and starts to attack her. Okay, so I skip past that, the part where it attacked her. It was latched onto her arm. It let go for whatever reason, and it sort of took a break, and she was able to stand up, which she was very lucky. And then it jumped for her face. It went after her face. It jumped, tried to latch its teeth into her face and missed. But look at this thing's behavior. Look at how it's still jumping over there trying to get to that dog. And then now it's going after her. Look at how crazy they get, how berserk they are. Still trying to get that dog. This thing is completely unstable. It's completely unstable. And this is what we're talking about right here. You pit bull lovers, you like to show photos and videos of pit bulls and other bully breeds. Show us videos of them when they are in attack mode so we can see the real bully breed. That'll tell us the difference. And this is how they always act. I've seen people pick them up when they are in attack mode like this. And these things, even being held in someone's arms, are still going crazy, wiggling like a giant maggot. Three adults, they could not neutralize one of them. And y'all want to push these things off as being no different from other breeds. There's no way that can last. No way. The behavior they display when they are in attack mode is terrifying in the eyes of most people. When you look at the comments people left, it's ridiculous. What on earth is that anxious to attack? And for absolutely no reason at all. That's otherworldly behavior. Literally. I'm not exaggerating. That behavior is not of this earth. Simple proof you can't find it in any other so-called animal. Why is it that these mutants have unique behavior and we still get tricked into referring to them as animals? That's a mistake at this point. To refer to them as animals is a mistake at this point. I don't think it's justified. When you're dealing with aggression and violent behavior, if a certain type of animal exhibits or displays unique aggression, then it's a problem. Unique aggression, when it just goes berserk and you don't know when it's going to attack, and it doesn't need a reason to attack, and when it attacks, it can't stop. People, it's disrespectful to even ask if a creature like that should be legal to own as a pet. To even ask that question is disrespectful. It is disrespectful. It is outrageous and unbelievable that these things are not only legal, but are promoted more than all other breeds as family dogs. Every other day, they have some news special, some news segment where they literally have a pit bull in the studio, trying to push these things off onto the public. And you target homes with families with kids. You're looking for kids. That is sick. You want to put one of these things inside the home? So these dogs should not be part of society. If you live out in the country with acres, maybe. Not even that. Somebody asked a question here recently. I think it was a dog lover of some sort. I can't find the tweet now. But they said that conservatives hate pit bulls. Now, I've noticed this too. A lot of right-wingers don't like pit bulls. You got the guy, Matt Walsh. That lady, what was her name? I shared her video. She was a right-winger. Ellie Beth, something like that. I've noticed that as well. But I don't think it's a right wing. There's a lot of beliefs among right-wingers that you're going to agree with. Same with the left-wingers. There's certain things you're going to agree with. But I don't think it's a right-wing thing. It's just an intelligent thing. You have a totally different creature in general, overall, if its behavior is separated from other creatures by not ceasing an attack. If other creatures will simply bite and that's enough, they're content with that. They feel like they've established dominance, and then they turn and walk away. It's an entirely different creature altogether. Y'all talking about breed. It's a whole different creature altogether when it attacks and won't stop, and have a whole different, more destructive attack style. The slightest anything can set these things off. And you want to, my goodness. And I haven't checked the news in a while. But I can almost guarantee you, all you have to, here it is right, look, let's do it now. They will have some pro pit bull articles. Texas man's owner arrested. There you go. There you go. Leave it to Yahoo and Newsweek. Right on the front page, at the top, pit bull puppy's reaction to TV at 7 weeks old melts hearts. The tale. Moment rescue puppy finally wins over a pit bull is so touching. This is the same wild, out of control, deadly creature we just watched in a complete frenzy, dying to attack for no and did attack. What am I talking about? It sunk its teeth into that lady's arm and started to shake. It destroyed much of her flesh. Redirected aggression. It attacked her. It attacked her because it couldn't attack her dog. You understand that? That was that redirected aggression. You look at the video, that was a long attack. It was just for a few seconds, but it latched onto her arm and it shook. And this is the same creature. They're trying to, oh, look, it melts hearts. I don't care what it does when it's not attacking anyone. Do you understand that? I don't care how they look when they're not attacking anyone, because I'm not concerned with them when they're not attacking anyone. My problem is when they do. That means their presence is a problem. Their presence is the problem. They show you a picture of a pit bull and expect you to view that picture as the dog's permanent posture. Yeah, they'll show you a dog laying in bed as if to suggest the dog is always in that position. Like, what are you showing me this for? This propaganda is too thick. You don't push a killer machine off. You don't promote them like this. You don't create articles like this. This should be illegal. There's no reason why you should see literally a few spaces from each other a story about looking at a pit bull with touching so many people's hearts, and oh, its reaction to a television. Those stories, just a few stories away from reports of fatalities where these things have killed grown people. And then you have the nerve to leave infants and kids alone with these things and take pictures and promote that. Use that to promote them. That, hey, here, get one for your kids. And you literally got stories like this floating around. Recent stories of men getting killed. You cannot make this up. Sister of neighbors from hell whose pit bull mauled man to death arrested for intimidating witnesses. Yeah. I'm glad this story's gone viral. You know, stories like this should not, they're so disrespectful. They shouldn't even be published. They shouldn't be written. You should only read about stuff like this in pro-pit bull forums where everyday people are just in their own dark little corner pushing this. They want it pushed everywhere. So I don't like this propaganda machine. And these stories and videos are troubling. They're disturbing. Very disturbing. When you see these things in action and see their true behavior, that's when you truly understand them. They want you to listen to them tell you something that you don't see. When you watch how deadly these things are, man, it's even more ridiculous. Oh, it's a whole lot worse. Now, shout out to the people who sent tweets. I've been on Twitter the past couple days, and I saw this video. This is crazy right here. Now, you can see, I think this is a camera from the Animal Commission. I don't know, but look at this. Man's best friend. Why does this happen so often? Why does this happen so often? Every now and then, people have a dose of reality. Then they'll go home and soak up more propaganda, get another dog, then abandon it again. This was another crazy tweet somebody shared with me. And I don't know where this is from. I tried to find it. But look at what it says here. Let me see if I can expand this. After 10 days of reflection, we came to the conclusion that we all make mistakes in this life. That's what it says. Okay? Yeah. And here's a baby, literal baby, right next to her. And then they showed her, I don't know if it was her or a baby. And they said, we forgave our boy. Okay, after 10 days of reflection, we concluded that we all make mistakes in this life and forgave our boy. They're talking about the dog. Forgave the dog after showing the injuries. Dog attacked her face. Yeah, how crazy is that? And this is what I'm talking about. So-called men like this think this funny. That looks crazy. That looks so backwards. You're not supposed to see stuff like this. You're never supposed to see stuff like this. It's only because people are crazy and out of their minds you can see stuff like this. So they forgave the dog for attacking. So what does that tell you? You know how often this happens? There is no way they reported this. They're probably in trouble now. You know how many attacks like this go unreported, where they don't want to report it because the dog will get taken away, might get put down? A lot of them. They don't tell nobody. They keep it to themselves. Then there might be more attacks that we don't see than we see. What was this? Yeah, another unprovoked attack. Dog just came out of nowhere and attacked him. That's what dogs do. Yeah? Not act surprised. That's what they do. And that was a bully breed too. This is a bully breed. Oh, I can't show this. Can't show this. This is a Rottweiler. And like that other bully breed, it couldn't stop. They don't stop. They clearly have increased aggression. And their experts tell us they were bred for fighting. Fighting. And bred to fight, attack to the death. There's no explanation. After you reveal that information, there's no discussion to be had. You talk about the legality. They should be illegal to own, illegal to sell. You should apologize to the general public and everybody who's been affected by their presence. Apologize to them. And then euthanize the entire breed. Everybody knows that that is what should be done. Everybody. I mean, if you want to argue in defense of this dog culture, okay, I can sort of understand that to an extent. I understand the brainwashing process, and I understand how some people will view small dogs as pets and some larger dogs as pets because they think they're so harmless. But there is no defending the breed that leads in everything, that it's visually, clearly more muscular and powerful, faster, with a more destructive attack, that was literally bred to fight and to always attack till the kill, to the death. There's no defending at least that breed. So they need to stop wasting time. I'm tired of seeing them waste time and behave as if this is not overboard. It's overboard. Okay. My live stream is doing something terrible. I apologize, people. I had to talk about that. Yeah, I recently retweeted that. And it went on for such a long time. This was another, some of you might have noticed. Shout out to Ashar that I retweeted these 3 videos. Oh my goodness, man. This is crazy stuff right here. Look at this. This is so crazy. This is from Princess Auto 2021. They allowed dogs in the store if well behaved. This dog is not. It's a mess. They look like they came straight here from the shelter with it. Probably to socialize it. And this is why I don't understand why they do it. Some Tractor Supply stores allow dogs inside as well. Home Depot, I think, does that. They'll allow dogs inside if well behaved. Well, what if they're not? You're not even supposed to take a chance like that. You out of your mind? But anyway, I believe what Ashar wrote. Because you look at these people's behaviors like, okay, what are you doing? So this is part of the process. This is necessary to socialize the dog. You have to endanger people. You got to hold it by a rope as people walk by. Basically, they go look for a high traffic area. So there's no way around it. They have to endanger people. And this is exactly what it looks like. Like they just got it from a shelter and now they're trying to socialize it. It's so crazy. Now that they're just out in the parking lot. Now look at this. Look at this. She's standing right outside the front door, a high traffic area, so that the dog can look at people. She's trying to make the dog not want to attack people by forcing the dog to look at a whole bunch of people and not let it attack them. That's their reason behind socializing dogs. Oh, we gotta hold the rope tight now. Oh, go ahead. It's going to try to bite your head off. But the dog has to learn that I'm not going to let it attack you. And people, the most that this could do is make the dog understand that while it's on a leash, being held by you, that it can't attack anyone. If it ever escapes, it will roam and look for someone to attack. It's not going to remember or behave as if it's still on a leash. This is a huge hole in their arguments or rhetoric. It wouldn't even make sense for the dog to behave as if it's still on a leash if it escapes. But we already know that dogs have a very short memory span. So it's a scientific fact. It's not going to reflect on the fact that you hold it on a leash. If it breaks free from the leash, it's going to deliberately behave like it's not on a leash. So this does nothing. No amount of socializing no dog, it does nothing. And look at how the thing reacts to everybody that it sees, as if it's not even from this world. And that's another thing I don't like about dogs. Every living person is a surprise, a potential threat. And it's jumping. These are highly dysfunctional creatures. Nothing's normal about how they are. And this thing is threatening people. It's sitting off at a distance, barking at people, threatening people. And that's what they're doing, trying to socialize it. Really? You allow lunatics in the world like this? This is why we got the statistics that we have. That is so sick and abnormal. This thing is that dumb. It's that dumb that in order to keep it from attacking people, you got to hold it in place, restrain it, and force it to look at people all day. You goofball. Wow. There's no way this will stand the test of time. Hope y'all having a good weekend. It is snowing here again, and it's terrible outside. Almost thought we would escape, with not much snow this year, but no. It's pretty nasty right now. It's light snow, so it really doesn't stick to your vehicle, but it's still snow. It's still out there. So now it's colder and it's nasty out. I got to get away from this weather. Had it my way, I'd live in Arizona probably. Somewhere in Texas. Probably. Yeah, more likely Arizona. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't like to talk about other large dogs as if they're not a threat. They certainly are. And that's bad enough. I mean, that's overboard. Other large breeds. You mean to tell me you have a breed that was bred, a big muscular breed that was bred to attack and kill? Telling me to bring them inside my home? Wow. The disrespect. They must really think the average person is just very dumb, just brainless. It's not about whether or not you try to sell something to me. It's what you're trying to sell me. Depending on what you're trying to sell me, that could be disrespectful. It's okay. Man, yeah, it's really that simple. Yeah, I mean, that's why they bend over backwards right now to push dogs off as being as necessary for us as medicine, or they're literally promoting dogs as medicine for human beings. Psychological rehab, the relief for stress and anxiety, which is, I don't believe is true at all. I believe if we were to use real tests and actually do a public test, we'd be able to prove that dogs increase anxiety levels. Right? Find a way to test people's anxiety levels when they're inside of a room alone and they're not expecting a dog to be in there. Test their anxiety levels in that moment. Then test it after you bring a couple bully breeds in that they did not know was about to be brought in. Do y'all really think people's anxiety levels will be lower? That's one of the most offensive, disrespectful cons I ever heard in my life. And they're pushing that as I speak. They're basing, bringing these things into hospitals and schools and whatnot on that rhetoric. Oh, they relieve stress and help with the anxiety. That won't last. That can't last, man. It's too ridiculous. I'm surprised it has lasted. I'm surprised that it was even successful. That they were able to bring one dog into one school based on that rhetoric. No, man. It's natural for us to want to show respect for ourselves. If don't nothing else start to trend, it will be that. People are welcoming to bettering themselves. And that's the good thing about, what we talk about. It's about bettering ourselves. That's a good thing. So dog lovers, welcome a dog-free world. It'll be better for you in the end. You'll thank us for it. Shout out to everybody able to join me. I'll probably come back on a little later. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And I hope you all are able to join me as we continue with this crusade.